So I had no friends. I still don't, but I had no friends. In like mainly middle school, I really struggled making friends. And I had this huge like imposter syndrome. I wasn't making any real friends. I was eating lunch alone, the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying that I have a lot of friends. I don't. I have 3 friends and like 2 of them are my brothers. Like, this is not a video about how to get the most friends. No. This is a video about how to make genuine connection. Make connections that will last and that matter and that make you feel fulfilled and cared about and loved and wanted, and that help you progress in life and that help you see different perspectives in life and help you grow. And yeah. You don't have any friends. You want to make friends and you don't know how. I'm literally you. This is me. This is me in middle school, okay? I moved around a lot as a kid. I was about 9, 10-ish. We moved and went to a new school, moved countries. So this is like culture shift. Completely new school. I barely knew like English properly, you know what I'm saying? I was still in the development stages of learning English because English is not my first language. I made friends like fine in those years, like grade 5, 6. Like I was fine. I was still a little kid. I didn't really have insecurities yet, you know. In New Zealand, we have primary school, intermediate, and high school. So in intermediate school is grades 7 and 8 before you go into high school, which is grade 9 through 13. And intermediate school, that's when I started struggling with friends. I didn't really know how to talk to people. Like, the friends that I did have from primary school were being really mean to me, and I didn't know why, and I thought that was a reflection on me, and I started, like, I was rejected for the first time, and I felt so, like, oh, like, even thinking about it makes me want to, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, so first thing, I had just experienced rejection from my first friend group, and I was devastated, and I lost every bit of self-esteem that I had in my head. I was just so insecure, and I believed that I was unlikable and like just gross to be around, and no one wanted to be around me. So obviously this is a horrible place to be in as a like 13-year-old girl. If I'm gonna say something about this, I know it's very hard to get yourself out of there. I know. And I know that seeing all the other girls being, you know, normal and having friends and going to sleepovers and doing all the stuff is really hard for you. And I know. It hurts. It hurts. I wish I had had the strength to just realize that it really isn't that deep. It really isn't that deep. It's gonna pass. It will pass. I promise. This too shall pass. You're gonna move through it. And you're gonna go through a couple months of not having friends, and you're gonna go through maybe a couple years. Just be yourself and just do your schoolwork and just get through it. You just need to get through that little awkward stage. And what I've noticed recently in these Gen Alpha kids is they're not having an awkward phase, which is crazy, because I feel like that phase of my life literally shaped me into who I am. If I had not been rejected, hating myself so much and humbling myself so much all the time, then I would be such a horrible person to be around right now. Like, I would think that I'm the shit. I would think that I'm literally the best and everyone has to listen to me and da 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 da. You need those experiences in your life. I'm not saying, oh, boo-hoo me, oh, boo-hoo, this happened to me and I'm so sad. It's gonna happen and you're gonna get through it. And there are still people that are gonna love you. You are not unlovable. You're not unlikable, okay? Girls are just mean at that age. Girls just decide they don't like you at that age. Like, do you understand? They're just kids. Everyone's kids. So if you're going through something like this, then it's good. Think about it like this. Think about, you're the main character right now that's going through this event that is character building you into the final product that's going to be at the end of the movie that everyone loves and the final hero, because you moved through it. So just think about it like that. After you get through this stage, you're going to get to a stage where you start disliking people. because you see these girls and then you're gonna start getting jealous. Okay, and then you're gonna start thinking, oh, she's so annoying. Think about it. Are there some girls in your like school or in your class that you just like dislike? And this goes for like out of school. Like there might be a celebrity that you just dislike. Like you're gonna feel this like feeling of jealousy and dislike for someone who has something that you want. And to that I say, if you're 15, 14, 13, whatever, and you're jealous of a more popular girl than you, literally don't be. Literally, that's so uncool. That is so, think about it. That is so uncool to be popular in grade 7. Like, think about it. In 5 years, no one cares. I'm trying to give you perspective right now. I know it seems like the biggest thing. And I know it seems like, oh, why does she have that? Why does she have so many friends and I don't? It's gonna be okay. I literally don't know what to say to you. It is literally, it's never that deep. If you are in year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, whole of high school, okay? If you're jealous of a girl that's more popular than you, or a guy that's more popular than you, really think about it. You're jealous of someone that peaked in school. School is the tiniest little fraction of your life, and it's literally so unimportant and so like this tiny little speck of your life that you're barely gonna ever remember. And you're jealous of, and you're because more people like them and more people hang out with them and they get to go to parties and they get to go to sleepovers and everyone's like crowding them in lunchtime. Listen to yourself. I'm just trying to give you perspective because it's really not that cool. It's really not that cool. And you know what? Those people have such boring stories to tell. What even is a high school party? Is that even real? Like, what do you guys even do? Anyways, this is coming from someone who has been friends with the cool kids. I've been friends with the smart kids. I've been friends with the nerdy kids. I've been friends with the weird kids. I've been friends with the quiet kids. I've been friends with the gay kids. I've been friends with the white kids, the brown kids, the Asian kids, the Hispanic kids, everyone. Okay, I've been friends with all of them. I've been friends with all of them because I've moved around to like 2 different countries and like 6 different schools. Okay, I have been friends with all these people in all these friend groups, and I've seen the good and the bad in every single one of them. And you know what? They're so much similar than everyone makes it out to be. Like in school, you look at the popular kids and you look at the weird kids and you think, oh, they're so different. And the popular kids are so much cooler than the weird kids. And the weird kids are this. And the popular... Are you being so for real right now? Are you being so for real right now? You guys literally go to the same school. You're eating the same school lunch. You're sitting in the same, like, building. You're consuming the same stuff. You're the same. You're at the same level. You're the same. These popular kids still eat and shit and sleep and burp and fart. Like, they're not like... I'm trying to dismantle this freaking pedestal that you have these popular kids or, like, whatever. I know you feel lonely in school. I understand how lonely it is because I was there. I know. But you know what? Being jealous of these people and having that feeling, that like heaviness inside of you is only draining your own energy. That's all it is doing. These people are still existing. These people are still going about their day. Your feeling and your hatred or jealousy or whatever it is towards them is not affecting them at all. Okay? It is only draining your energy. And once you realize that you're literally draining your energy over this person that you don't even know, doesn't even like care about you, doesn't even know who you are, okay? Just because you think they're cool, just because you want what they have, you're giving away your energy for free. And if that does not make you want to stop, I don't know how to help you. Our first step of getting over this rut of not having good friends, not having real connection, is stop putting people on a pedestal. Because for some reason, us girls like doing that. We like thinking that we're not all that and that we're ugly and stupid and unlikable and unlovable and everyone hates us. We like doing that to ourselves, and I don't know why. Now, part of that is basically me saying, get over yourself. Like, I just can never be like them. And that's my fate. Just separating yourself from people like you're like this thing like that's so far away from them. No, just get over yourself, get over your beliefs, get over your moral high ground, get over it. Get over it. You're not gonna like gain anything from that. You're not. Okay? And what we have to understand here is that learning how to truly love your neighbor. And once you have that love in your heart and you have that genuine like kindness about you, is when you will start attracting the right people and start making the right friendships with people who genuinely have your best interest at heart and that see your kindness and that see your genuineness and your beauty and who will truly love you. Like friends that will truly love you. You know what I mean? One thing that comes with loving your neighbor, and that a lot of us do, and that is very easy for us to do, and that is going against that, is judging people. Oh, she's so weird for doing that. She's so gross. She's so horrid for doing that. She's so like, I would never do something like that. That's disgusting. It's so easy to judge. It's just a reflection on yourself. It's not a good look for you to go around saying things like that. It's not a good look for you. That's saying, oh, I have so much time in my day to look at someone and give them views and give them attention, and I'm gonna go talk about how bad they are. You have so much time in your day to do that? You're still giving your energy. That's the same thing. Giving your energy to someone. Giving your energy to a freaking hologram on your device that's still getting them views, that's still getting them traction, that's still getting them money. You don't have to agree with every single thing that every single person says. Okay? And I'm talking about this because this is an aspect of loving your neighbor. Okay? If you go around judging everyone all the time, even if it's a hologram on your screen, that's literally just so yucky. If we're working on being a better person and learning to love your neighbor, it is not condoning people just because they do something you do not believe in. And that is a very hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. The beauty of humans, the beauty of this life, is that we get to live regardless of our differences. We get to coexist and live on this earth, and we are gifted with this beautiful, beautiful place to live with water and trees and sunlight and air and food and all this beautiful stuff, and you choose to focus on our differences. Okay? That is so important for you to get in your head, okay? You can have your beliefs, and that is fine. That doesn't mean that I have to come along and condone you and hate you and never be friends with you ever, okay? The biggest problem in this world right now is everyone is focusing on differences. Oh, you're right wing. Oh, you're left wing. Oh, you're gay. Oh, you're a Trump supporter. What? What do you mean? I really just needed a sister. Like, I really just needed a girl my age to say, hey girl, I know what you're going through. Here it is. It's so easy to hate someone, and it's so easy to put someone on a pedestal, and it's so easy to distance yourself from people because you have different views and different opinions. The truth is that we're really not all that different. We're all still humans, we're all still living on this earth, and it's literally a delusion that people are feeding to you in your head. No one is different. We are all one. We are all human. And you can be friends with someone who doesn't fully agree with you, and they can be friends with you, and it's fine. The beauty of friendship is learning from each other and learning why you do certain things and saying, okay, I love you regardless. Isn't that so powerful? Think about it. Isn't that so beautiful? Seeing your flaws, noticing that about each other, and saying, okay, I love you regardless, and I want to be your friend, and I want to stick with you through school. Also, another note about you people who comment hate on celebrities. Celebrities are all businesswomen and businessmen. They're selling themselves. They're selling their art. They're selling their acting. They're selling their music. They're selling themselves. And if you cannot understand in your little stupid head, actually, this celebrity made a really good move with putting this song out and putting this music video out, because they're getting so much attention, and it was such a smart move. If you cannot see even that about a celebrity, if you cannot admire just that tiny bit, even if you hate everything that they're doing so much, you're stupid. I'm sorry, you're stupid. Do you think they care? Do you really think they're gonna look at that and go, when I read a hate comment, I just think, ew. Like, I look at the profile and think, ew. Like, they really thought they ate. They really thought, mic drop. Like, this is what inspired me to say this. I was watching a Genius interview with, of Doechii, with her, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, talking about Denial is a River. And when I first heard the song, I was like, whoa. I was taken aback. And I was intrigued. Like, it literally, like, I was like, what is this song? Whoopsie, made an oopsie, $100,000 oops, made me loopy. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. The one I have to turn her guts into soup beans. She has everyone in the world singing soup beans. Think about that for a second. She's a genius. She's a lyrical genius. She's an artist. I see that and I admire that so much, because that is my goal. I want to be that creative. I want to be that, like, genius. You have to think about it in that way too. You have to see the beauty in things. You have to see the good in people. Okay? Because it's so easy to judge and see the bad in people, but you have to try and see the good in people. Okay? So, I could say the same thing about so many celebrities out there. Quinlan Blackwell is the name that I wrote down. She's so fucking funny. Cackling the whole time. Cackling. And I don't believe in everything she believes in. I still find her so funny and so genius, and so, like, her editing team, literally genius. The person I wrote down was Billie Eilish. Everyone thought she was possessed. Like, she's a genius, and her music is beautiful. I've been listening to her since Copycat. I've been there from the start. Love your neighbor. Love people regardless of your differences. Put yourself aside. Put your ego aside. Put them off that pedestal. Okay. How do you actually make friends? Girls are mean sometimes. Of course there are boundaries to making friends in school. And I really do want to talk about this, because I do believe that it is important. Who you hang out with is who you are. And you really do need to be picky when it comes to friends in school. See, loving your neighbor and being friends with people you don't really, like, agree with is two different things. You don't have to hate them, but if you know that they're gonna change you and influence you and change who you are, then it might not be a great option to be best friends with them. You know what I mean? I see a lot of girls and they just completely change during high school. And it's really sad. They lose themselves. And it takes a long time to get yourself back. I'm still nice to everyone, and I can still, like, hang out with people who don't really, like, believe in what I do, but I don't let people that close to me anymore. Be careful with who you hang out in high school, because that is a reflection of you, and that will change you. Observe people. I would say that's a really good way of getting to know people. Without really having to talk to them. I go to quite a small school in New Zealand. Like, there's literally 20 of us in the class. There's not much distance between us, and that's really when my pedestal and my smallness went away, because I was with these people 24/7. They actually were people, you know what I mean? Like, with that is welcoming new opportunities for friends. If you haven't watched my other video, it's about figuring out what your passion is. Once you've done that, and you've taken away all this weird, like, pedestal jealousy stuff out of your head, really your authentic self, that's when new opportunities will come along with people who really do notice that about you. Because once you do that, you'll have this glow about you. You'll have this, like, you'll just have this, like, I don't know, aura? You'll have this aura about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how people, they might not be the most attractive, they might not be the most, like, loud, energetic people of the class, but people like them. Like, people, like, fuck with them, you know what? Like, low-key, though. Like, people fuck with, like, people, like. So, what I'm trying to say here is that once you do all these things, that's when you're gonna, like, attract the right people and the right connection. This guy in my school, bless his heart, See, this is what I'm talking about, real connection. Okay, bless his heart. I love him so much. I love him with my whole heart. Okay, he's this little kid. He's not little anymore. I knew him when he was little. 2 classes below me, and I knew him when he was like little. He used to help out in drama, because I did drama class, obviously. And he did the lights. And I saw how he was so little, and still he was so onto it. And he was doing the lights, and he was loading them lights, and he was dimming them and changing light like colors. He's also like so smart and so good at science and so good at maths and just like so likable. And you wouldn't think that people like him. People love him. He's so nice and so genuine, and literally everyone loves him. Everyone like, and when he walks into a room, I literally go, yeah, and like I scream his name and I'm like, yeah, and like he's really, like, I love him. And if I ask him for anything, he'll just be like, yeah, what do you want? What time? Where? Like, and I'm not saying he's a people pleaser. He doesn't do that for he don't do that for anyone. He don't do that for anyone. Like, the sweetest, kindest, most genuine soul, and he knows what he loves and he knows where he stands, and he's such a beautiful person. And people love him and people see that in him, and he has such genuine friends. And it's just so beautiful to see and so beautiful to be around, and I want that for people. I want that for you guys so bad. And he just has so much love and light in him, and it's because of these reasons, and I've observed it, okay, and I've seen it, and I want you guys to have that so bad, because life is so much better. Life is so much more fulfilling and like beautiful, and you get to actually experience your high school years in a way that no one else ever will. And I really hope this does help some of you guys, and I really hope that you do understand what I'm saying, because I know I've been rambling on for a long time. I tried to get this out in a way that makes sense. I love you all so much, and literally all your comments are making me cry. All your comments are making me cry. I read one of your comments today, and it was like an essay, and that's what inspired this video. I read one of your comments today, and it was an essay, and when I tell you I was ugly bawling my eyes out. You guys are beautiful, amazing human beings, and I wish nothing but the best for you, and I really hope this video helps you. What are the 3 things you learned today? I need to stop crashing out. Take people off the pedestal. Get hatred out of your heart, because it's not that deep. Truly learn to love your neighbor. Be passionate about something. And be a genuine person and be real. And that is when people will start noticing you and start loving you in your friendships. You will glow and you will have an aura. You're just gonna glow, like, trust me, like just trust. So if you have any questions about this and you need something cleared up, give it to me, because I want to help you guys as much as I can, and I love you so much, and I want you to have the best high school experience that you can. I want nothing but the best for you. Like, I literally, genuinely do. I'm sorry. Okay, I love you very much.